Hello, everyone. We're starting here today our Vexi Townhall, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the game, answer questions, and so I'm gonna pass the mic directly to Isma, that is the team lead of Vexi. Hello, Isma.
Hello, Doug. Thank you so much. Yes, this is a new town hall, 24, almost a month, exactly a month from the last one. Yeah, pretty excited to reveal some of the news that we have today. Some have been like on the oven for a while. Hopefully, we'll reveal some information regarding that. We have some December stuff coming, so yeah, we will wait some minutes so people can join in. We already have our first. Koisar, how's it going, Koisar? Thanks for being here. Yes, yes. Okay, so Koisar, that you're already here. I don't know if you have played Mirandus, but Mirandus is having a new event this week. It's free to join. We will be delivering some information on our inbox in Vexi, but you can check their game and Discord out if you are joining that game. Hello, hello, Fancy Paper 7. How's it going? Okay, we have some people in here. YouTube is working fine. I can see you guys. Okay, so okay, 403. I guess the rest will just see the rerun of this on YouTube, but we can just start with the information that we have prepared for today. Oh, you play Vexi Mirandos. That's awesome. Okay. I don't know if you have played the new hats or if you managed to grab one. But yeah, they released a new feature with that. And there's also coming some new things on December. So pretty excited about Mirandos. Okay. So Mirando's really cool and all, but what we're interested is Vexi. So headlines for today. It's mainly about December. So we have been talking about how we have been working on, right? But I would like to start declaring some of the stuff that are coming with more precise information. I mean, the most I can give you guys because there's stuff that I cannot just declare now, but the intention is there, right? So we are going to talk about events structures. Some little things are going to change for December. The optimization that we discussed last time as well. There's an update on that. There's a couple of upcoming updates that will affect how you guys play your game loops. That is also coming on December. And there's an additional sneak peek for today. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have for today. Events, optimizations, upcoming updates, and a sneak peek. Okay, so the first thing, events. So I already we already delivered some information regarding a new type of event. That event is going to be called, for purposes internal, it's the crafting event. Okay, so you will be able to craft stuff and deliver it to some specific areas. Right, we discussed a little bit of that. That's going to be included on December. And December, the second half will have that type of event. That's going to be a new one, right? So we have been playing the throwback event at the beginning of the month, and then a new city block event with new content by the sort of third week of the month, right? That is going to be swapping. So the city block event is going to be moving to the first week of the month, and the throwback will be replaced by the crafting event. So we will have two events as usually, but instead of having a throwback and a city block event, we will have a city block event and a crafting event, right? The throwback will be paused. We will try to see how we can improve that. But the idea in the future is to have more rotation of events. So not all the events are the same each month, but we have some additional value for those of these interactions. So we really want to pause that one because we think it's the less favorite. I mean, it's not the more engaging one. We believe the crafting is going to deliver more of that engagement. So we're really excited about that. So events of December will have a little switch, right? So you guys expect something new. Okay, regarding the optimizations of art. So as you already got the new main block update, that one was a little tough to pull out. We have to delay some of the optimizations in order to release some friction for that update. But that optimization is coming. It's essentially small buildings and some and the printing workshop that is going to be running faster on low-end devices. So if you have a mid device or a high-level device, you most likely won't see those changes in game. But if you have a low-end device, you will most likely see it. That's coming on December as well. Okay, so there are the optimizations that we have all the assets done, but we need to do QA right, and we need to make sure that they're loaded properly. So that's pretty much why we have been struggling with this one, but it's coming. It's coming. Regarding the upcoming updates, okay, as I mentioned, main block with the mayor slot was already delivered. This is like a key brick on the new castle that we're building. We realized, and I have noticed some comments that some things may seems that they have no value or they will have value in the future. That's pretty much our intentions. We will be doing several updates from here to the coming months and the next year, that will synergize between them. So those holes that you see will be filled and the economy will be reworked. So when we got the game, the previous team had some ideas on how to manage that economy and how to approach the game, but there are many things that were not really linked together, and the architecture for those things to work, it was not there. So these updates will be correcting that little by little. So we hope that by the end of the next year, we'll have like a much stronger and robust content and cycle, right? But this is the first step, as I was mentioning, the main block with the mayor slot. Right, that it's done, so we can just move ahead. The next thing will be the economy improvements that is still in the works. Many elements of the games, resources, and mainly resources, right? But we have lands where you can get resources. We have, I don't want to reveal it, but we will have more parts and we can get resources. Those things will need to be well, they need to be well orchestrated. Otherwise, it will not make any sense. In the previous team, we believe they were aiming for something, but those things were not really that well thought, you may say. And we're trying to just shift around and try to make something cohesive and coherent, right? But we need to, in order to make that, we need to do improvements in all the places of the game. Right now, we're just still on the works with the numbers. So the game is faster, is more engaging, and by the end, a better experience for you guys, right? So that's also in the works. We hope to release that on December as well. We may be doing one step of the economy rework on December and then another one on January, but we'll see how the month develops, because there are many things that will be coming as well. I will mention those. Okay, so I already told you guys about the crafting event. I just want to make sure we're in sync and aligned. So the new crafting event, you will be able to print stuff and send stuff like resources to build something as a community, right? So that is coming. We haven't just forget about it. We are working on that. We're currently doing final testing. We will be releasing that during December, as I mentioned. So crafting event is coming as well. That's a new feature, entirely new feature, not only a new type of event. Okay, that's regarding the event update. And we have some two more things that you probably haven't heard before. Some of the old players will be in sync with this, but we have Odyssey, the game that we have right on Discord, and we also have Souls. Two things that were a little forgotten, I mean, by the end of last year. We are really like to make that work inside Vexi villages, but in order to move and allocate everything, we will be restoring the data for players on Odyssey. and we'll be also saving the data on Souls. And we will be implementing those two things, not linked. These are separate things, but both of these will have permutations of content and resources into Vexi villages. As Odyssey is quite extensive, player base, database are quite big. Souls is a little less, but it's big as well. We will be saving those as a snapshot during the coming weeks. And in the first half of the next year, we will be doing Odyssey and Souls. Still, we haven't figured out what is going to be the order and how we're going to be doing those permutations, but we really want to include that on Vexi Villages and decommission those two things. So we will be revealing more information on December about these two issues, but Odyssey and Souls will be part of Vexi Villages next year. That's our current plan. Okay, so we have talked about events, optimizations, main blog already released, right? Economy improvements that is coming, new crafting event, Odyssey and Souls that will be the commission and then later on put inside Vexi Villages. And then there's a new thing. How can I tell you this without revealing the whole thing? I will do it anyways. So we have Vexi Tanks missions coming, finally, right? On December, you will be able to play with the Vexi Tanks. You will be able to build tanks. So there's going to be some free parts that you can craft on the printing stations. And then you will be able to build a tank, assign a pilot, and send them to missions. What does this mean, send it to missions? So it's similar to the voyages in lands. So you can send it away, and with a time constraint, you will get your tank and your pilot back, and you will get some resources from that mission. How the tanks, places, and missions interact, that will be revealed on the December update. That's going to be happening around mid-December. So don't expect this update to be at the beginning of the month. We'll be releasing by mid-December. So you will be able to play second half of the month with the Vexi Tank missions. This is going to be a place in, well, you can get around from your old NFTs, right? For tanks, but also you will be able to build new ones. You will have tanks, but also parts. As hero tanks do not have parts, they are the entire tank, but the tanks that you can build, you will be able to do it and play it without having or owning NFTs. These free parts that you can build, they are not going to be as powerful, obviously, but they will allow you to actually experience the game and have a different source of income, in this case, the resources for printing and building, right, and many more. So Vexi Tanks missions are coming, so expected during December. Okay, and I believe that's pretty much all the new things that are coming on December for Vexi Villages. But also we have a sneak peek of content. Usually we have revealing 1 or 2 images. I just have one, but let me just look it in here because I have it. Okay. But yeah, and last Townhall, we revealed 2 images. One was a new NFT that we had a sale, I believe, 2 weeks ago, and another asset that it was not revealed. It was not revealed because that's going to be part of December. So it was a small delay on one of the features. So we have to allocate it on December, but you will be able to see that during the next month. But regarding the sneak peek, I will just share it on the Discord channel. Just give me 1 second. Okay, where's Discord? Announcement general. Okay, guys, I will just leave it there. Okay, that was shared. Great. Sneak peek for this month. Okay, so closing remarks. we have been working really hard on fixing the stuff that was in place, trying to accommodate how it's going to grow, building the proper architecture to actually grow in features, grow in content accordingly, and not just repeat like a basic strategy. So it has been like a team effort for the entire year since we grabbed the game, and pretty much we really feel that we turn it around. The game is quite solid. We have been having some problems. Over the weekend, we have some major outages on the service, and that was a really bad experience. There's things that we are still not able to accommodate. Hopefully, next year we will have a stronger experience and a more engaging game, right? Your feedback has been key, and we really appreciate players that have been just giving constant feedback and debugging what is happening with the game. That is essential for us. You may think we don't read it. I have been engaging and answering some of you guys. We don't have time to review everything, but we do make sure to check. And as I mentioned, it has been key for us to have you guys on the front lines, right? Testing our game and actually playing it. So for that, we are really thankful. Hopefully next year, as I mentioned, we'll have like a stronger game for us to enjoy. Okay, we have some Q&As. So we only have just one question on the forum. I will just jump right into that one. This one is from Pájaro Dodo. What will happen with the ISO chips now? So the ISO chips were not part of any loop before. We will include them, but in order to include them, we need to make sure all these big parts of the new economy are working together. So ISO chips will be coming as a resource for crafting. You may or may not encounter some tanks or tank upgrades that will need that. We will be revealing that in the coming weeks, but yeah, we really like to make a use of the ISO chips. So that is coming. That is coming. But I believe we have, okay, that was the only question, but I believe we have many questions on the chat. So I will do some searching here. Okay, so Aaron Romsen, hi dear. Okay, hi Romsen. Vasilevich, hi guys. Is there a plan for this? Okay, it's the same question. Any other spare parts utility? I believe I already gave you some of that utility for spare parts. About the NFT reward, I hope we can get any information about utility. Which NFT reward are you talking? Like this week, Info Totem, we don't know what. I see. Okay. I see. Yeah, we will reveal the Info Totem this week as a reward. You will be able to see what it does. For the next event, we will try to put that information on the communication so you guys are aware of what the item does. But yeah, for the Info Totem, I believe I cannot give you that until we release the rewards. Hopefully this week that will happen. Okay, nice. Excited to hear about Odyssey and Souls. Nice. Tangutility, yes. Tangutility is coming. Lash 11. What happened here? Hey, thank you, Lash 11. Really appreciate it. When we'll be able to merge lands? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so merge lands, it's something that we have it on the backlog and we have been pushing actually for it, but we depend on some power platform because it's not as easy just to merge NFTs and just use the data. We have to go through there's a lot of tech and a lot of bureaucracy regarding these sort of things, and we need to make sure that it's working fine. We already start with that, so hopefully by the end of the next month I can reveal when Merchland is going to be live. But yeah, we already start working on that. So Merchland is coming, hopefully first quarter of next year. That will be available for you guys. Okay, and last update, it's amazing. Nice, fire. I'm glad to hear that. I think the entire team believes strongly in this new uh, town hall feature. It's going to be a great place for us to actually deliver and give you guys a better branching of resources, branching of abilities, right? We'll try to improve that during the year. We included more stuff, right? So that's pretty much our intention with that feature. Okay, I like this. Hi all. Hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. Okay, what max level of Vexi? What I don't understand the question. What max level? What is the maximum level of a Vexi? Is that the question? So Vexis have level, and in the past they didn't. I can give you more information on that, but in the past they didn't have much impact, and we really like to make that impactful. So as I mentioned before, we need to make some changes, structural ones, and replace some features and put some new ones. So hopefully, as everything goes smooth by, let's say, second quarter of next year, those will be more clear for you guys, and it will have more impact on the entire game. Because right now, and in the current state, on the previous state as well, it doesn't have the impact that it should have. You guys have with Vexis that are super strong, but they don't really have that applied in any sort of way. So the mayor is one of the first one that we include, but the idea is to include more. So gave you guys more utility for your time spent leveling up your Vexis. When are you wasting time answering your own bots? I don't have any. I don't know any bots, so that question makes no sense. I am Chatterton. If you have any questions, guys, just we have some minutes. We can tackle those. I don't think there's any more. Okay. So again, more blocks coming soon. More blocks. I mean, yes. Crafting blocks, new assets, new items, new printing recipes. More rewards, optimizations. So the game has been improving. The game has been getting better metrics as well. Sometimes we see your comments, and you may have a different conclusion, but by seeing metrics, you can make sure that some things are happening. So pretty much we have been doing that. About levels of mayor, I have a Bernie level 38 and get 19 appeal. For a specific one, I can ask the designers so he can check. The Bernie can be level 200. Level 200. That's I'm not sure about that, but I will. If you can give me some questions on the chat, I can just pass it to the designer, and we can just later on answer that on Discord, if you don't mind. Jiran 39, but I don't have those numbers like on the top of my head, so sorry about that. Okay, so I believe there's no more questions. So we're reaching the end of the town hall this month. Thanks everyone that was involved, that was actually engaging and giving questions. We really appreciate you being here. We know that many of our player base watch the YouTube video later on, and they keep commenting it. So if there's some more questions that will appear on the week, we will try to catch those up and have those answered by next week. But in the meantime, we will just doing our current sprints to reach our goals. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so there's last one question. Yeah, I can read that. So what about the Spider Tanks NFT? When are they going to be launched? So you will be able to use those. As I mentioned, by mid-December, we will be doing an update on the game, like a new build, and then you will be able to use those tanks for missions. So we'll reveal that specific information like a week and a half before that goes live. So we'll probably do a Q&A, like a fast Q&A on Discord, not as a town hall format. But yeah, there's a lot coming on December. So we want to make sure you guys are informed. Yeah, we have everything on time. I can give you some rough numbers on where the events are going to happen. But I will clarify when we reach those weeks, right? But the first one should happen the first week of December, and the second event should happen the third week of December, right? We will make sure the dates and the actual date is going to be released on our communications, but yes, you can expect to have those events running first one and third week. Any episode Odyssey stat coming over? Okay, I mentioned during the town hall that Odyssey is going to be decommissioned, and the data will be used to actually be implemented on Vexi villages. So we need to do a permutation on that, and for that to happen, we need to actually gather the data and assign it, and then do the proper tech to actually fulfill those. So yeah, Odyssey is going to be, as I mentioned, the commission, so it will be off on the coming weeks. You will not be able to play it anymore on the Discord, but that during Q1 of next year will be passed to Vexi villages. Okay, and yeah, that's the last question that I can get. So we're reaching final minute of the town hall. So once again, conclusions: new events, new art, Odyssey and Souls are coming to Vexi villages next year. Vexi tank missions are coming. There's new content every month, new events you can expect week 1, week 3 as well. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for coming, for interacting, for engaging. We really appreciate it. Vexi villages is very fun to us. Don't forget to actually check the other games that we have. We have Mirando's having a new free event this week, so make sure to see that as well. And Townstar every week as well. So yeah, Doug, I believe we can just say our final goodbyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we see each other over there in Discord. Thank you everyone for participating.
Thank you guys. See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.